sick in it, tired for it, and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Panthers on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Throwing first play is Ritter. He finds Corey Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ritter will set up to throw it. This pass is caught by London. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Ritter now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And great blocking downfield as he takes almost to the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is what having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First down pickup of 8. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play call. Right, establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
It's Young off play action. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Ritter off the play fake. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And able to break Week 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ritter back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. That is incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Michael Pierce. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. He'll drop that down to Hubbard, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Young working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get this out left. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Touchdown Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Ready?
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 37-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter has taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Check, pitch, opposite, read.
Going play action, Ritter. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 61 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a 1st down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you got your defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down. These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. But able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
1st and 10, Young. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd down, it's Knight. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Young on 1st down. Open man is Mingo, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to the 30-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked all really well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Hubbard. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Ready?
The play fake. Now Young rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Young, he's going to change it up. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And the stop will come inside the 5. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
No, it's difficult, but they've been able to handle this out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Knight on the handoff. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Young. Touchdown! A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more? I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along. Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula. Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Ritter with another throw on second down. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field. And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field.
guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And the Panthers coming out now.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here is Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
On the carry, here's Knight. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Falcons offense set to go.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Option left, and Ritter keeps it.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but
It shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. 54 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Drill 52. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready, set.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
97. Smash. Red.
To throw, Young. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Here we go. Yellow. Line.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This is Knight. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
3.
Young to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Ritter. With the left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ritter off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Young on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And it's fielded at the 34. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Ritter now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch him, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. That is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Rondale Moore, 33 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 75 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out now. 60 series.
Throwing, Young. He's got Mingo. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Knight. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Black Ultra.
They go play action. Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Completes it to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's Ritter. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Ritter to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Ready?
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Check. Switch. Yellow. Check. Pink.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Again, he finds Moore. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The Ritter back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ready?
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, and now they can run after it.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Ready.
Young off the bootleg. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Brings up second and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
Ready, set. Red, yellow. Keep those sticks moving. Ready, ready.
Young now from the 50. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Patterson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work if he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these 2 teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play develop, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off the play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fielded just inside the 30. Sheds off the tackle. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 55 yards. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
At the 23-yard line.
2nd and 6. Ritter. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to the 32. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
10 cycles.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting, the quarterback, Desmond Ritter. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down and 3. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a
a foot or so short.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there on 1st down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play, a big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Knight, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
97.
Up the middle they go. It's Knight. And on this one, he'll get to the 15. And at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
They were not fooling around. They 2nd and short. They brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
52 Glasgow. Light blue. Edo blue. 6 Mega. Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Well, he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Zonovan Knight.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Falcons 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down. This will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Robinson. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Opposite, green, check white, Smith red.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And he's got this down to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here's Ritter.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, Young. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That carries 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Knight. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This is my writing it down on my notes. I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Set, ready.
Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On second down, it's Knight. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Zonovan Knight with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Robinson with another carry. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jordan Davis coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's the Carolina offense. Take over here. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's the backup Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Well, that's brought in by Knight. There's the stiff arm, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins, flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kirk Cousins, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On second down, Ritter. Got a man, it's London.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Ritter's throw going to be caught by Davis.
Touchdown! Corey Davis from 21 yards away.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Panthers now set to take over offensively.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, this game is certainly no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run on first down. It's Knight. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Falcons 3-yard line.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Third and goal for Cousins. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Cousins.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bam Knight saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Ritter to throw it. Into the hands of London.
And they're able to
get this one across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Ritter now. It's caught by Davis. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Shot, 17. Ready. Check white. Smith red. Black cross. Yellow. Lining. Blue. Check.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting. The quarterback, Desmond Ritter. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mariota to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Panthers' 35-yard line.
On play action, Mariota. Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Mariota. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Parker. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready.
Ritter backed up in his end zone.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, go.
Ritter back to throw.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Up the middle they go. It's Parker. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Cousins.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go. Ready?
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And a dump off here to Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Ritter. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parker. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. To throw is Cousins.
That one complete to Parker.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
To tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Parker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, it's Parker. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Parker. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2. So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man.